What's up, everybody? Mancave Dave here in Wisconsin with a real quick pickups video. Today is Sunday, April 28th, and my wife, son, and I took a quick trip up to deliver some stuff to her grandma's house because it's nearby where we're going to be moving to in Michigan. And so had to stop at some of my favorite stores on the way up, and this is the stuff that I got. So some of these two stacks right here I actually just picked up today when we got back to town. Star Wars book, Darth Bane, Path of Destruction. This is part one of a 3-part series, and I've had the other 2 books for 6 months or so, maybe longer, and I've been looking for this book just to pick it up, on the cheap, so I could hurry up and read the other ones. I collect Star Wars books, and I have most of them. I really enjoy reading them, because I'm a big nerd like that, so happy to finally be able to read this series. While there, I got a few VHS tapes, The Watchers, with Corey Haim. I remember seeing this cover when I was a kid, so I grabbed that. I also remember seeing this cover when I was a kid and just being like, what is that? But Return of the Living Dead Part 2. If Nightmare on Elm Street made you scream and Creepshow split your sides, then Return of the Living Dead Part 2 will scare your brains out. So, sounds like a classic. Speaking of classics, the third thing I picked up there, Swamp Thing. I remember seeing this as a kid. Just being like, what is this? So, happy to find that. And of course, on VHS, just makes it better. Got a few games there. Sega Genesis collection for PS2, which I didn't have. $7.99. Not great, not terrible, but a lot of great games on here. So, happy to get that. And then for the GameCube, product number 03, Piano 3. Again, $7.99, which is a pretty good price for this game. So, happy to add that. And last but not least, Dynasty Warriors 3, Extreme Legends. I really enjoy the Dynasty Warriors games, so this was one I didn't have, and so I picked it up. Up in Michigan, stopped at one of my favorite stores, had a little bit of time, went through all their games. These were all $7.99 or 3 for $20, so I went through picking out either games that I really wanted to play or ones that I didn't have that were worth over $8. Most of the Game Boy games, they were close to that, or ones that looked like they might go somewhere. So this is Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's World Edition or World Tournament Edition. Street Fighter Alpha 3. This I had to pick up just because I'd never seen a Game Boy Advance game like this. But Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. A multi-cart with Lunar Lander, Millipede, and Super Breakout. WarioWare Incorporated, Mega Micro Games, Gauntlet, and Rampart. Multi-cart. I really enjoy Gauntlet, and I really like Rampart, so I was happy to pick this up and be able to play it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Double Pack 2. Sigma Star Saga, I think. Sigma Star for the Alpha, or for the Advance. And last but not least, Advance Wars 2 Black Hole something. It's covered up by the price tag. So, pretty good additions there. And then, lastly, we got for the Xbox, Capcom Classics Collection. Capcom Classics Collection. Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game was worth like $34-$35. This is the Platinum Hits Edition, so might not be worth quite that much. But I enjoy the Star Wars games, and this is one I didn't have, so happy to pick that up. For GameCube, Pac-Man World 3, and Cell Damage. PS2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, Firefighter FD18, which looked interesting, Galactic Wrestling, and then for Xbox, Hunter the Reckoning, and last but not least, Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters. All of them had their manual except for this one, which is just disc only. So, and the case. So, all in all, pretty good haul. I probably shouldn't be buying stuff since we are looking at moving, but you got to make hay while the sun shines. So, pretty excited to pick this stuff up. Hope y'all enjoyed. Oh, one last thing I'll show y'all. Stopped at a few rummage sales. And at one, I asked if they had any old video game stuff, and the lady's like, hold on a minute. She came back with this. It's a bunch of PlayStation games. And so I found 3 that I was interested in. She said she wanted $2 a piece, so Tetris Worlds, Lego Star Wars, and a sealed copy of Ghost Recon for PS2. And she's like, well, I'll tell you what, for the whole bag, how about $30? So I said, all right. So we got Medal of Honor, European Assault, Call of Duty, Finest Hour, Splinter Cell, Stealth Action Redefined, King Kong, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, and an Xbox and 2 controllers. So $30, can definitely do something with that, and a few of these games I didn't have. And then one other rummage sale I stopped at, picked up 3 Xbox 360 games. They were $3 a piece. Cameo, Elements of Power, Leisure Suit Larry. I remember one of my friends had this in high school. Well, for the PC, not for this. And then Sonic the Hedgehog, which this one doesn't have the manual, but the other 2 are complete. So for $40 for all of that, definitely some stuff that I didn't have, and some other stuff I can sell or trade. So anyway, from here in Wisconsin, this is Mancave Dave. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all at the next sale, especially because finally it is rummage sale season.